Hello, my name is Nick Mattson. I'm running for City Council of Atascadero and wanted to make a couple videos going over things that I support and things that I oppose. I wanted to start with the top of my list that is on my website. This is in no particular order, but the first on my list of things that I support are peaceable assemblies. And that's a topic because we have a lot of civil unrest these days in America, going over a number of different issues, and protecting constitutional rights is mandatory, and defending those rights as honest and good citizens is a part of our duty as a republic, as a member of the republic. It is part of my duty, not as a politician or a city council person, but an average citizen. These are our constitutional rights. We must defend them. Now, the parameter of what a peaceable assembly is should be very simple to understand, but we are in an environment now where the ideas and the definitions of different things are far from easy to understand because they are being stretched like a rubber band around objects that they do not belong around. So I wanted to go over my platform in terms of what a peaceable assembly is and what I would support as a city council person. So a peaceable assembly is very simple. It is a peaceable assembly of people, anywhere and everywhere. That's peaceable. Now, I would recommend that everybody think of it as, how do I occupy public space? That would mean a public park. That would mean another public area. If the intention was to get the attention of City Hall, then go to the steps of City Hall. Now, the real controversy around definitions seems to be coming from the idea of peaceable. What is peaceable? Well, we have mass media that has no idea what peaceful is or what peaceable means, so they have completely confused the situation, and that is something they have to deal with. The very plain and simple and honest answer to what is a peaceable assembly means I do not conflict with any other person, because conflict is not peaceful. There is no peaceful conflict. The two are completely opposite of each other. So when it comes to peaceable assembly, if I am blocking another human being from operating freely, then I am not peaceful. Plain and simple. That's my stance, and that's what I will make any decision based on, that stance. That your peace does not interfere with another person's peace. That is called conflict. That means no peaceable assemblies in streets and roads where there is traffic, because that is causing a conflict between a moving object that should expect to be able to travel freely and yourself. That is not peaceful. Blocking a sidewalk is not peaceful. There is a lot of misunderstanding around this. I'm very firm on what I believe is a peaceful protest, what would be a peaceable assembly. Your peaceable assembly is guaranteed under your rights and under the Constitution that it will not be infringed by the law, and that is a participation clause. Your peaceable assembly must be a peaceable assembly in order for it to be protected under the Constitution. As soon as you step out of the realm of peaceable, if you conflict with another person in their reasonable and free travel, then you cause a conflict and lose all protections that would be assumed under the Constitution, because you have now caused a conflict. That's where I draw the line at, and it's very simple for me. Peaceable assembly, get all the attention you want, get all the attention you need for your cause, for your group, for your organization. Be clear about what it is that, so just be mindful about others when you are peaceably assembling, and be clear about what you are doing, why you're doing it. Maybe print some collateral that has a purpose. It explains to people what you're doing and why you're assembling peaceably. If you want to call it a protest, call it a protest. The protest as it is not a constitutional right. A peaceable assembly is. And when you step out from under the umbrella of peaceable assembly, you lose the constitutional protections thereof. So that is on you. Everybody is responsible for their own self. If you are part of a group and one person breaks the law or removes themselves from the protections of peaceable assembly as delineated in the First Amendment of the Constitution, that is on them. That doesn't mean the whole group caused that problem, but you need to be mindful about how that reflects upon your group and what each individual person and part of your group is doing if you do choose to peaceably assemble. All of these things matter. The rule of law is there to protect everyone, and as a city council person, I would be responsible to protecting those citizens based on what the constitutional protections are, and that is an even application of the law upon all people. There are no exceptions, and there are no reasons why one person would be held to and held accountable to the law and another person not held accountable to the law. It's very simple, and that's how this society works, and it works very well that way when we apply fairly. And that involves how the police apply it and how the district attorneys apply it and so on and so forth. And I would do my part as a member of the city council to make sure that our city was doing its due diligence to be responsible to the people that we serve.